Hi, hello, and welcome. We are broadcasting live from the Global Council for Aerospace, Defense, and Deep Tech Innovation, a premier global platform decided to accelerating innovation, strategic partnerships, and cross-border collaborations across aerospace, defense, space, and deep tech industries. Today, we are witnessing a profound transformation in the global strategic landscape. Breakthroughs in space technologies, autonomous systems, satellite intelligence, advanced manufacturing, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and defense innovation are redefining the future of national security, industrial competitiveness, and global economic growth. Yet, alongside this technical revolution comes a significant challenge. Governments, defense organizations, investors, and enterprises are navigating an increasingly complex ecosystem filled with fragmented technologies, evolving regulations, and rapidly shifting geopolitical priorities. Visionary founders and breakthroughs innovators often struggle to access the strategic partnership, institutional capital, and global market opportunities needed to scale their solutions. Promoted by the Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade and supported by the global network of policymakers, defense leaders, researchers, investors, and industry experts. We are more than a platform, we are a catalyst for collaboration connecting governments, defense organizations, space agencies, investors, enterprises, startups, and research institutions to accelerate commercialization, strengthen sovereign capabilities, and build the technologies that will define the future. Operating across key strategic regions, including India, the Middle East, Europe, North America, Africa, and the Asia Pacific. Today, as part of our visionary interview series, we are exploring the ideas and innovations shaping the future of aerospace, defense, and deep tech. Joining us is a leader who embodies exactly what it means to build with vision, purpose, and transformative impact. Please join me and welcome our distinguished speaker, Ratandeep Tripathi. Ratandeep is an aviation entrepreneur, deep tech innovator, and advanced air mobility leader with more than 2 decades of experience in aviation operations, aerospace, business development, and emerging transformation technologies. He is the founder and CEO of Vjaitra Air Mobility, an IIT Delhi incubated startup developing India's first patent granted hydrogen electric eVTOL air taxi designed to transform urban and regional mobility. Under his leadership, Vijayatri Air Mobility is building next generation electric and hydrogen powered aircraft for passengers transportation, emergency medical services, defense logistics, and regional connectivity. His vision is to position India as among the world's leading nations in sustainable aviation innovation, advanced manufacturing, and clean energy technologies. Ratandeep also serves as the India's country head of the Advanced Air Mobility Institute USA, where he actually contributes to global collaboration in advanced aviation, hydrogen propulsion, autonomous flight autonomous flight systems, and future mobility ecosystems. Ratandeep, thank you for joining us today for contributing to the future of aerospace, defense, and deep tech innovation. It's honor to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you, Ishma. To honor to have me in this platform. And you cover all of the aspects. I have very limited area to cover all these things, but thank you. So what we are doing to build air taxis in India, that's patented, first India's patented.
Yeah.
It covered the whole design of aircraft in India. So Vijitra become the first startup who get patented the whole aircraft in India. So after getting a patent, you can transfer this technology to any country in the global. You can do all these things, kind of things. And you can build multiple kind of platforms. You can build 5-seater aircraft. You can build 20-seater aircraft in same platform. So that you make such kind of big platforms in India. You can do all these things. So coming on the background of Vijitra and how I started all these things, I was in IAF as a engineering branch. I worked in multiple kind of aircraft, in fighter aircraft, trainer aircraft, helicopter aircrafts, educate to fighter pilots and all, right? So after my IAF journey, I come to corporate. I worked in some kind of drone, like a military drones and all. So after that, I started Vijitra or I founded Vijitra, and we seen there's a great opportunities for cargo deliveries in higher altitude areas, and the human transportations for a like urban air mobility, or you can say the high altitude deliveries of troops and all, right? So there is a requirement of these kind of platform which can be based on electric or maybe hydrogen. Let's call a hybrid systems. So we take study around 10 to 12 platform globally, some US projects, some Germany projects, and along with I am already working in advanced air mobility in US. I'm a country head for that, so I get exposures of global projects over there. How the US are moving forward in UAM technologies, why the Germany fails, why they go for the bankrupt, why these companies are failed, even they have a good platforms. So we get all these case study and work in India, and we keep our prototype, our design in very low profile till the patent is filed. So after granting all patents, we start communicating to IIT, IIM Lucknow, and all of these institutions and government also. And with these platforms, we get an opportunity to connect with NESCOM Deep Tech Club, and we get an opportunity to have a strategic partnership with the Reliance Group. So GOVP come forward to support us on electric charging and hydrogen charging productions and transitions, all of ecosystems of charging. They take, so these are a great achievement in India, which I startup having. So with this platform, first come with the electric platform, it having a range around 220 kilometers. So with this platform, you can travel from one airport to another airport in a city, like you are in Delhi NCR. So you have a two airports, IGA airport to Jewar airport. So you need to travel connecting flight or another. So with the air taxi, you can travel in just 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Or if you want to travel through the roads, it will take more than 3 hours or maybe 4 hours. So that's having a challenge. And your taxi platform can solve all these type of issues, problem statement, and they are very well utilized for the higher altitude deliveries for the Indian Armed Forces, right? So they are required and they are highly demanded, appreciated by the defense forces that they require. Second platform is a hydrogen. It's basically a hybrid, electric plus hydrogen platform we are developing. So we get supported through the some government PSUs. They come forward to funding this kind of platform, and this platform can be very you having a utilization cases on a regional connectivity. It having a range around 600 kilometer. So if you charge single charge of hydrogen, it can go from one city like in Delhi NCR to Lucknow. You can travel in one charging, or in southern part of India, you can cover from Bangalore to Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, all these areas, Mumbai, up Pune, then back. So without a charging, you can travel in all these kind of platforms. And the part of takeoff and landing, these are a eVTOL aircraft. So eVTOL basically the electric vertical and takeoff landing aircraft, right? So they don't need much space for a takeoff and landing. They can land on the corporate towers. They can land on the hospitals, and they can land on your bigger kind of some housing society for us. So these having the great potentials of urban air mobility, these platform can be very, very utilizations. And India can definitely lead in this technology, right? After US and Middle East, India will be the third positions to lead this kind of innovations. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ratandeep, for sharing those valuable perspectives. So, I'd like to ask you a few questions to explore your experience, insights, and vision in greater depth. So, let's start.
Yes, please.
So moving to my first question, Vjaitra Air Mobility is developing India's first patent granted in hydrogen electric eVTOL aircraft. So how do you see hydrogen pollution, electric aviation, and advanced air mobility transforming urban transportation, emergency responses, and regional connectivity over the next decade?
Yeah, because why hydrogen, right? Why hydrogen? Question is why hydrogen? Why not electric? because nowadays every platform starting with car and everything is good. Bus is also electric. Why hydrogen? Because electric having the issue of such kind of energy density, right? Up to certain altitude they can fly well, but after you increase your altitude of flying, the energy density of electric lithium ion batteries start decreasing, right? So batteries start non-performance, and they have a multiple issues over there. And they cannot increase the range also when you increasing multiple batteries on your platform or your vehicles. But hydrogen having the energy density more than 5 to 6 times of lithium, right? And hydrogen having don't have any kind of issues while they flying on higher altitude areas, so they don't have a decreasing of energy density and something like that. And productions of a hydrogen is also from the salty water, right? So they don't need any kind of things to make hydrogen was to make to burn something like that, right? They produce from the salty water or solar energy, something like that. And government pushing all of the way to produce hydrogen in India. Current year they are producing around 8,000 tons in India, and up to 2030 they are planning up to 5 million tons of hydrogen, right? So the government is also having a green hydrogen mission backed with the thousands of crores, and they set a hydrogen production nuclear in southern part of India recently, right? So
Yes.
government having that kind of mindset to produce hydrogen for in-house and as well as for the export, basically focused on a Middle East and or something like that. So definitely hydrogen will be the future energy, and they don't have any kind of carbon emissions, any kind of safety issues, all because hydrogen is already tested in India in buses, trains, and you can say the truck is also running in the Surat or Gujarat.
Mhm.
Some island is producing some kind of hydrogen truck, so they are using as trial in the Gujarat, right? So maximum platforms from the India is converted to the hydrogen. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing those valuable insights. Yes, please. Yeah, it's exciting to see how sustainable aviation technologies are like redefining the future of mobility and creating entirely new possibilities for transformation and public services.
Right.
So, yeah, let's move to our next question. So, building indigenous aerospace technology requires like overcoming significant technical, regulatory, and commercial challenges. From your experience, what are the biggest barriers facing startups developing hydrogen-powered and electric aviation systems, and how can they successfully navigate them?
Yeah, it's a great question. Basically, maximum startups are facing all these kind of challenge, right?
Yeah.
So, producing such kind of aircraft in India, that having a challenge because in India we don't have a how in-house facilities to produce such kind of carbon fiber, such kind of avionics, such kind of batteries, and even the motors to make such kind of bigger platform. So, in my case, what I'm doing to build a aircraft that is equally capable to build aircraft in US, right? So I keep people, co-founder from the US company. They already built aircraft with the Hyundai Supernal. So people was the project head over there, right? So in my case, what I'm doing, I'm building a airframe that's a fully make in India, right? Airframe will be fully make in India. Carbon fiber or composite will be in Indian, but the avionics parts and motors, propellers, and all cockpit avionics will be same standard, which is using by the US air mobility companies and all, right? Because if you start compromising your platform, you cannot expand in global market. So we are looking to expand in global market in Middle East, in UAE, and other also. So that's having that kind of platform. They require that kind of platforms. So definitely we consider, and we are working with all these things. So in India, if you considering all these things to make such kind of platform and pitching to US market and other market, and if you working with the Chinese component or some kind of white labeling of take from like Alibaba and something kind of platform, which are in previously people are doing in their practice, that cannot make any kind of sense, right? It basically damage the country's image, right, in front of others. So never attempt these kind of things to take platform from Alibaba and white labels and something and do media and all. No, never, because everybody is watching in India, right? All over the globe watching India. India can do best. But if you are doing all these kind of things to take Chinese and white label, that make cannot make sense. So that's in my projects. I take considerations of all these things. First complete patent, then start sharing the informations to the others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very interesting perspective. So it highlights that successful innovation requires not only like engineering excellence, but also starting like partnerships and like patents registration, and then transform the technology.
Yes, and
So,
production patent is also most important in India, right?
yes, 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 that's true. If we
Yes.
can release today, tomorrow it will be a duplicate. It will come as soon as.
Yeah. So my patent is basically you can take a screenshot and they check. You will not find in the China. You will not find in the European market also these kind of
Mm,
platforms. Yeah.
yeah, it's very like first thing we need to do when it's a patent if we creating something.
Yeah. Patent granted. That patent granted.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, thank you for highlighting those points. So, moving to our next question. You have built strategic collaborations with organizations such as GOBP and have worked closely with leading innovation ecosystems, including IIT Delhi and IIM Lucknow. What opportunities do you see for collaboration between government, industry, academia, and startups in accelerating India's advanced air mobility ecosystem?
Yeah. That's also great questions and basically great need of a startups.
Yes.
So, starting with the startup ecosystem, I based in IIT Delhi campus, supported by IIM Lucknow and incubated with T-Work, basically based in Hyderabad. And we are a portfolio startup with a NESCOM Deep Tech Club also, right? So these ecosystem are supporting in their great strength, right? So they will support on your connecting to investors or connecting to the government and connecting to the expanding to the global market also, right? NESCOM supporting to expand to global market, Middle East, Japan, Canada. They having multiple kind of program, right? And T-Work, I am Lucknow, IIT Delhi, they having a great incubation systems, great ecosystems. IIT Delhi having a 3 campus, right? Starting with IIT Delhi main campus, Sonipat, then third is Abu Dhabi. So they have a great area. You can take help in any campus of there. And similar kind of I am Lucknow. I am Lucknow having a great ecosystem with some PSUs, government everywhere, right? And fourth point is kind of collaboration with GOVP, right? So why I take a collaborations or a strategic partnership with GOVP when I get offer from the clients group? So they are having a great mindset to support a charging system, charging ecosystem for my eVTOL aircrafts, and they also having such kind of vision. In the coming year, they are planning to set around 1,000 petrol pump or filling station around Delhi Mumbai corridor, Delhi Mumbai expressway, right? And that petrol pump will be the bigger size. So the eVTOL will take off, land, charging, and passenger board on facilities are there. So if you want to travel Mumbai to Delhi, Delhi to Mumbai through the hydrogen eVTOLs. There is a facilities. This aircraft will take off, land through the highways also. They have a great mindset to support these kind of platforms to all over these 1,000 or something 1,500 kilometers Delhi Mumbai expressway, right? So definitely when they giving these kind of proposal to me, I take it as a collaborations and do a strategic partnership with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for those practical insights, like collaboration between institutes and industry leaders and entrepreneur. So next, moving to our next question. Looking ahead over the next 10 years, how do you see emerging technologies such as hydrogen propulsion, autonomous flight systems, artificial intelligence, digital aviation infrastructure, and advanced air mobility transforming global transformation, defense, and logistics?
Yeah. So basically my favorite question, right? After 10 years or 5 years, you will find everything will be autonomous.
Yes, that's true.
Some platform will be autonomous. Starting with air taxis, right? Air taxis are having a capability to fly without a pilot, right? They are that kind of platform. They having a capacity, but the authorities not having that kind of policies to approve unmanned or unpiloted for a human transportations, right?
Yes.
So platforms are capable to fly without a pilot from one areas to other areas, right? So after 5 to 10 years, you will find a pilotless air taxis, pilotless aircraft, pilotless buses, pilotless trucks, and multiple things. And same things is applicable to the cargo also, right?
Yes.
When you discussing about the cargo delivery in higher altitude areas like Leh, Ladakh, and Siachen areas,
Mhm.
these kind of platform without a pilot will operate from the ground and they will delivery through the higher altitude mountains and the other coastal areas also, right? So definitely futures are more and more connecting to the innovations, and they will be on top of the technology. Without a pilot, they can travel one area to other areas, and same areas like cargos, like ambulance. Your ambulance will be there, right? When you
Yes.
require ambulance, you just book ambulance through your app, and they will land your society and
Yes.
take a patient and reach to the airports and all. Then for the hospitals also, right?
Yeah.
So there will be latest technology will be coming in next 5 to 10 years, and maximum platform will be humanless or unpiloted will be there.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Um,
maximum platform will be, as I discussed, that autonomous. Your bike will be autonomous. Your car will be autonomous in India, right? They
yeah,
have
cars are
autonomous.
already there.
It's yeah, still it's in prototype testing. So
Mhm.
definitely in 5 to 10 years, a maximum vehicle will be working autonomous. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So it's clear that the next convergence of clean energy and the advanced AI and the advanced aviation technologies will redefine the future of like mobility and global commerce.
Yeah. Sure.
So let's move to our final question. The Global Council for Aerospace Defense and Deep Tech Innovation aims to build a trusted ecosystem connecting like investors, governments, innovators, researchers, and technology leaders worldwide. Based on your experience, what role can initiatives like Global Council for Aerospace Defense Innovations plays in accelerating aerospace commercialization, like strengthening sovereign capabilities and enabling companies like Vjaitra Air Mobility to scale globally?
Yeah, definitely. Basically, these kind of organizations are required to expand such kind of innovations which I am building, right? So these having a great support, great ecosystem, great connected to globally with the innovators, investors, partnerships, right, and VCs and all. So definitely, but these platform can help on expansion of a kind of global expansion in other markets, starting with South Asia or Middle East or and European markets. So definitely these will be very useful for such a kind of collaborations, all of these things. And I'm expanding in Middle East. Middle East invited me for expansion, so they given me a great scholarship and subsidies for founding a company over there. So they given me an innovations license to expand these year taxis in Middle East and Dubai. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to hear that your Vjaitra Air Mobility is like scaling globally. So
Yeah,
it's
it is India's first company which are expanding globally with his own patents.
yeah, that's true. So it's like I think it has more than more countries, right? It's more than two, three countries of five countries.
Yeah, yes.
Mm. Yeah, it's good to hear that. So I think that gives our audience a lot to reflect on. What an insightful and inspiring conversation, Ratandeep. Thank you for sharing your experience and vision with our Global Council Aerospace and Defense Innovation Community. Your journey is pioneering hydrogen electric aviation and advanced air mobility demonstration that the future of aerospace innovation will be driven by the sustainable technologies. So, thank you for joining us today. To
Thank
everyone joining us from around the world, thank you for being part of today's session. The future of aerospace, defense, and deep tech innovation will be the driven not only by technical breakthroughs but also by trusted partnerships, responsible innovation, resilient infrastructure, and global collaboration. So, thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep innovative, keep collaborating, and together let's build a stronger, more secure, and technological advanced future. Thank you, Ratandeep, for joining us today. Have a great day.
you. Bye.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.